Hello and welcome to another update video about Algorand. It's only been a few days ago that I've made my last Algo video. I don't do them very often because I don't see the chart is very good, also not long term. I mean, it can always turn around. I know the project is good, but you know, I just have to say it again. In crypto, some of the best projects have some of the worst charts. And I mean, just look at this. I mean, below 10.5 cents. We're going to make a new low, a new all-time low, and that will put that chart into long-term bearish. Yeah, and it has to restart. It really has to restart. Basically, we have a situation that we have an ABC move to the upside and a 5-wave move down. That's bad. That's trash. Okay, so I warned you a few days ago. We now made a new low, a new bear market low, not a new all-time low, but we're literally not far off. And the count allows definitely for a new bear market low, for a new all-time low. Yeah, so already in the last video I said, you know, one more low is certainly missing. We've now made that low, but it doesn't look finished. It looks like it wants to accelerate a little bit. So if you look at this, if we say, okay, we came down in a wave here, wave 1 to the downside, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. I know it's a bit of an odd count, but there are other interpretations, but it works. And this could now be the 5th wave to the downside here. It needs to be shorter than the 3rd wave though. So, but that, you know, that is easy because if it had the same length, it takes it to 0, right? So from that point of view, it will be shorter unless we go to 0, but then it's over anyway. So hopefully it won't. The thing is just, yeah, you know, I issue the warnings, you know, I can't do more. And there are really, and that's more of a general warning, there are really not many good altcoin charts. I can't say it often enough. I get requests left, right, and center. The problem is that most of these charts are just either not trending or they are bearish. And there are a few good charts. I'm convinced that most of the good crypto charts I cover. Honestly, I can take a look at 10 charts and most of them are just not good. And luckily, we've got the Elliott wave method because it allows us to understand that. I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, Algo has always been a bit of an odd count, a bit of a strange one, and things don't always align. And I can only count this as an ABC really in a straightforward way. And it warned us, right? And yeah, what else can I say? So the only support we've got left now is basically that sort of 10-cent level, 10.5 cents. And if we go below that, there is literally no support other than this descending wedge. And, you know, that could take it to 7 cents, 5 cents, whatever. There is literally nothing in terms of just previous support. So we would have to wait until we see an impulse to the upside, break out of the wedge to the upside. Honestly, ideally it's, you know what, the best thing for this chart would indeed be a new all-time low, because it then has a chance to restart basically. You know, it could create a nice impulse and has a chance to restart, because this is an ABC up, this is a 5-wave move down. If it makes a new all-time low, at least it has a chance to restart. But because if it kicks off from here to the upside, the problem is it never cleaned up all the mess here, and you have unfinished business to the downside. Because if you have ABC up and 5 waves down, ideally you're going to make a new low. But yeah, the problem is then, you know, it's just not a long-term uptrending chart. It just isn't, not as per Elliott wave, because we want to see an impulse to the upside, and there was no impulse. This doesn't mean it couldn't rally, yeah. This also doesn't mean it couldn't go to new all-time highs. It just means it's very unclear. It's unreliable. It's not quality from a chart point of view. I'm not talking about the project. Yeah, don't mix this up because that's detached from each other. We had the best projects. Some of them have the worst charts. So don't, you know, I know it's always an emotional topic if people have their favorites, but this is just a chart. This is not the project. Problem is many people see this as together, but it's not. But yeah, I mean, no sign it has bottomed. Further downside anticipated. Maybe even, well, the risk of new all-time lows is definitely real. And The most likely count is this, yeah, wave 1 down, wave 2 up. This could be a significant rally, don't get me wrong, but it may not make a new all-time high. Then a wave 3 down, and so on. So this is something like, you know, what XRP did in the last bull run 2021. It didn't make a new all-time high. Yeah, so something like that could happen. And no, that's not related to the, at least not primarily related to the SEC case, because other coins like IOTA or XLM also didn't make new all-time highs. That's always a warning. So yeah, let's see what happens here, but it's certainly not very promising, this chart. Just want to update you because sort of the previous analysis worked out in terms of another low was anticipated, and there is no sign at this stage that it bottoms or has bottomed. So it's again just to reissue that warning that if you buy here, and you can do what you want, you know, I'm not your financial advisor and I don't offer any financial advice. I can just tell you where the trend sits, and the trend is down. So you're literally catching the falling knife. Okay, especially because there is no long-term uptrend prospect, not with an ABC structure rally into, what was that, into 2021? Was it into 2021? I think it was, yeah. So because this is not the trend, this is a correction. Okay, yeah. Okay, anyway, not covering this too often, but obviously today with that dip, it basically followed through, gave it a bit of a flush, and let's see how low we go. Certainly 10 cents would be next support. It doesn't need to go there. It literally has enough waves to complete this thing, but we need to see a breakout then out of the wedge, you know, and better would be, so if the breakout happens and we get a break above the wave 4 high at 29.8 cents, that would be even better for a possible trend change signal. But until then, you know, there is not much bullish stuff to talk about here, unfortunately. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.